All right, we're taking the XPedition 2.0 out for a familiarization ride, first impressions ride.
You going that way?
Yeah, that way and then back down the road. So there's Gary from Gary's E-Bike Adventures right in front of me. We're gonna head to the canal trail.
You might as well go out front because you know where we're going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this torque sensor seems to be a little more sensitive to moving the pedals.
Yeah, you get only a little more pepper.
Yeah.
Let's have it set up there.
Yeah, this bike definitely has a lot of pep to it. Yeah, and this is the first time I've ridden a Lectric's cargo bike. So far so good. It is extremely quiet. It is a quiet rider. It's got that M24 stealth motor. But I think what makes it so quiet too is it's got street tires on it. And it is another hot day in Arizona. I think Gary said it's already over 100 and we're just getting started. It is a very, very sturdy riding bike. There's no twitching in it. It's got this nice adjustable stem that doesn't look like you need any tools. Just a couple buttons and a lever, and you can bring those handlebars back or forward as you need. And I'll have to check a little while to see if this stem does rise up. It's pretty nice. They make it all toolless for that, so you can make adjustments on the fly and you don't have to get out a tool set. It's got that nice color display. And again, just like the XPeak we rode yesterday, I'm in PAS3. I'm actually in gear A right now. And even though this is a torque sensor, I'm just putting very little power on there and it's maintaining 14, 15 miles an hour easily. And what's nice on these cargo bikes too is that they come with blinkers. Right here. You got your left and right blinkers. For those of you who are going to be riding on the street a lot, it's always good to let cars know what you're going to do. The color on this bike is really nice too. It's kind of a grayish white. I'll have to give you the exact name of the color, but I think it comes in a couple color options. Now, I haven't ridden the older version of the XPedition, but I know it didn't come with front suspension. Gary, I think I did it again. I think we're supposed to be on that path that goes under. Yeah. Yep, me getting lost in Arizona again on day 2. So they got these bike paths on both sides. Actually, there's 3 of them here. There's one here, one there, and then one right on the other side of the canal. But I think there's only one of them that is actually the marked bike path, even though it looks like you can ride on all of them. That's the one that's got the the underpasses. It goes under the street, so you don't have to sit there and wait to cross. But I tell you what, I've always been a little skeptical of the cargo bikes. But riding this feels like it just makes a really nice cruiser too. And with the battery options you get with this, you could probably go a couple days or more if you ride long distances without having to worry about recharging. But I think with a comfortable seat and maybe a suspension seat post, I think that's all that I would really have to do to really customize the ride for me. I know, like on the XPeak, I want wider handlebars, but I think this one is just right. I haven't really made any adjustments to the handlebars, but my arms are in a nice relaxed position. Don't feel like I got to hold on tight to the grips or anything. And speaking of the grips, also just like the new XPeak, this has got locking grips, so you don't have to worry about the twisting. And it's got the trigger shifters, which is really nice. I like the trigger shifters over the other one that you have up on top, the thumb shifter, because I always like a clean look across the top. And to me, this is pretty clean. All right, we're going to go up here and cross this little bridge and get back on the official bike path. So we don't have to worry about crossing streets like this. Yeah, this is a really nice ride along the canal here. And I think this XPedition 2.0 is really perfect for a ride like this, if this is the type of riding you're doing. Hello.
E-bikes.
Yeah. So what do you think, Gary?
Oh, it's definitely different as far as pedaling it. I mean, it seems like sometimes it takes off on a quarter turn, and sometimes you got to go around a revolution. So
Yeah. Let's see. Got my foot up. Yeah. Maybe it depends on how much pressure you put on it.
Well, you can literally put no pressure on it, spin them, and it will keep going.
Yeah. It just doesn't take off on you like a cadence sensor would. So everybody, there's Gary. He's taken the lead for a while. I dusted him out yesterday, I think, and now it's his turn to dust me out if we get on a dirt track. Yeah, I'm a fat tire guy. Those are the bikes I mainly like, but I tell you what, with these, I think they're 2.5-inch tires. It is really nice. But the addition of a suspension seat post, I think, will make a huge difference. It's not a rough ride, but I am also riding on a fairly smooth bike path. The front suspension seems to be doing a fine job. I'm not getting like a lot of bounce back when I hit bumps, so it seems to be absorbing it. It's a throttle only up this hill. Yeah, I did good. Let's go to PAS 5. See if it's going to top out at 20. Yeah, this is just a really super quiet bike. I hear more of the air rushing over my ears than I do of the bike. Which, just like I've told you before, it's always nice when you're riding on a busy bike path where you have a lot of walkers on it and you want to pass them. A loud motor can really scare them and make them jump in the wrong direction. But it's always nice to have something quiet so it doesn't scare them. And a bell. This one doesn't have a bell on it. I imagine they just forgot to put it on. But yeah, it's just super quiet. I mean, you could probably hear the freeway noise up here more than you can hear this bike. And they're using the Altus derailleur on this one too. And it shifts really nice. Not a lot of lag in the shift. Yeah, this is a really quiet bike.
Yeah, it is. Because you don't get that noise from the tires on it.
Yeah. Or the motor winding up.
This one doesn't have that shimmy when you use the throttle either.
Okay, let's see how fast we'll go on throttle only. I'm sure it's going to top out at 20. 18, 19. Yep, 19.9. But let's see what happens when we try and pedal in PAS 5. Do we get more than 20? Nope. So I think it just hasn't been locked out. Or unlocked, I mean. So maybe if Lectric sends me one of these, we can do a full review and see if we can unlock it and get it up to 28, maybe more, who knows. I have a buddy back home who just talks about getting a cargo e-bike. And I think when I get home, I'm really going to suggest this one to him. I think this is just right up his alley. So Chris, if you're watching, this bike's for you. All right, I think we are going to call it a ride. So you have a great day, a great week, a great ride, and I will see you on the next adventure. Bye.